Not the first. Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Vanessa, this is Nessa CX Beauty, and today we are going to be reviewing and testing out the brand new Too Faced Primed and Poreless Plus Primer and the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Plus Pore Blurring and Mattifying Face Primer. Now, Too Faced already had these products out, but they are discontinued, and these are the reformulated ones. Now, I did not have the old ones, but the new ones definitely caught my eye because I'm all about being poreless and airbrushed, so I definitely wanted to give these a try. Now, this is the primer. It contains 1.014 fluid ounces and retails for $34, so that's about standard for Sephora pricing and primer pricing at the Sephora level. But the powder is 0.21 ounces for $34 as well, which I thought was a little bit pricey because the old one had more product and was less expensive. So this is about how much product you will have. It's a lot of packaging, and then this is all the product you get, so that is something to consider when you do purchase this product. I don't know how long this is gonna last for me because I do tend to use it all over my nose, and I try to layer that kind of stuff because I do like being poreless on my nose. And I use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores translucent powder, and this does the job for me, and it has 0.31 ounces. So we're gonna see if this one is any better than the IT Cosmetics one. Before putting on the primer, I did want to talk about the smell because there are reviews on the Sephora app talking about the smell, and I kind of want to describe it for y'all. It smells like if you were taking a vitamin C tablet, and the reason why this smells like that is because it has vitamin C in it, as well as vitamin E and hyaluronic acid. So it's a skincare type of primer, and I definitely do like that as well. It's nourishing. So I don't mind the smell too much because it's doing good things and it's good ingredients kind of thing. So I think that outweighs the smell. And then after you put it on your face, the smell goes away. So that's just a note I wanted to make. But if y'all are interested in seeing how these two perform, just continue watching. Okay, so I've already moisturized and I'm gonna go straight in with the primer. It does smell like skincare, so if you don't like a faint smell of like citrus and vitamin E, I would suggest not getting this primer. But if you don't mind the smell, then it's still in the running for you. But as soon as I placed it on, there's an instant matteness. Oh, my skin is doing terrible, by the way, guys. But there's an instant matteness and my face feels really tacky and it feels prepared for foundation, y'all. Alright, so this is just primed. It does definitely feel super good. And another thing is that I feel like it's smoothed out the bumps that I have right here, which tells me that it might be good in terms of covering these dark spots with my foundation and this primer combination. I did use a different primer with my Bounce foundation yesterday, and it was a luminous primer, so these weren't really covered up that well, but we gonna see today if this primer makes a difference with this foundation. So I'm gonna go in with my Bounce foundation. I am in the shade 3.25N, and I'm going to be using my Ethereal Makeup Sponge. Support this brand, y'all. She is a high school graduate who created her own brand, so that's why I bought this, because she doing big things at an early age, and, you know, I kind of look up to her. Next up, just to complement the foundation, I'm going to go in with the Bounce Concealer, and I have the shade 2.5 Medium Nude. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my Pretty Vulgar Translucent Setting Powder and just go under my eyes and anywhere I did put concealer, except for my nose. So now we're going to go into the powder. I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush and picking up product. And I'm going to put this on my nose because my nose is one of the more porous areas. And then also just on the sides of my nose as well. This is reminiscent of my It Cosmetics setting powder. And I really like that one, so I hope that I like this one. So one thing I will note about this powder is that it looks like it has a little bit of shimmer going on. If you guys can see, I'll point it out. Right here, it looks like there are shimmers in this powder. I'm not sure how much I like that. Yeah, it does look very nice and very airbrushed right now. I'm gonna put it between my forehead as well for my line. And see if my line doesn't pop up later. So right now it looks really smooth. I have one complaint, and that's only about the glitter. But I'm about to finish my face off of camera. So far, so good. I'll be right back to let y'all know what the makeup completion time is so we can start checking in throughout the day. Okay, so we're back, and time of completion of makeup is 10:34 a.m. and we're about to zoom in just to see how we feel about the completed base. Alright, so I am pretty content with how my face looks. It definitely does look airbrushed. My nose and surrounding my nose where I put the powder looks really, really good. So I'm hoping the foundation doesn't separate like it usually does. But that is where I'm at right now. The primer definitely helped with covering. If I didn't use the primer, you would definitely see more of my scars, so I definitely appreciate that. And I feel like my base just looks really, really good today. So fingers crossed that it'll stay looking good all day, but I am going to be checking in at different times of the day, and hopefully I can keep this on for a while so we can see how well my face lasts with this primer and this powder. So I will be right back in a few hours.
Inspired by your
all right, y'all, we are back, and I am watching Instant Influencer. I'm 17 minutes in, and I'm living for this episode, but it is 3:30, aka check-in time. So it's been 5 hours since we put these on the face, and I did want to zoom in just to take a few notes. I am beyond satisfied with how my face is performing today, and I definitely attribute that to these two products because my nose, the foundation is completely on, everything is completely on the way that I put it on, my bronzer, my highlighter, and my blush. So I am feeling very confident at the 5-hour mark. I do not see my line in between my eyebrows. Everything looks good. I still look poreless. I would say that I almost look exactly the way I first did when I applied my makeup, and I never looked that way at the 5-hour mark. So I'm very confident about these products thus far, but At the 9-hour mark, we will know the truth because I usually wear my makeup for 9 hours. Some of y'all wear it for longer than me, but we shall see how I look at the 9-hour mark. But I'm very, very, very content at the 5-hour mark. So I will be right back. All right, y'all, so we are back for our final check-in. It is currently 7:56, aka I've had this makeup on for like 9.5, almost 9.5 hours, and we're about to zoom in for the final zoom. Just off the bat, like in the mirror, I look bomb. I love it, but we gotta zoom in just to make sure. Alright, so 9 hours in, I still do not have my line in between my brows, and that is an accomplishment to say the least, because usually this line will come through and it looks like it might start soon, but it's not even started at 9 hours. So I definitely see that as a huge pro. My skin looks, I think, pretty amazing. Probably the best it's looked in a while in terms of like a wear test, and I cannot get over it. Like, it literally looks almost freshly applied. Just like I said in the 5-hour mark, it still almost looks freshly applied, and I'm kind of speechless. The duo with this primer and my Bounce foundation seems to be working for my skin beautifully. Like, beautifully. I think this might be my new favorite foundation, even though I hate the pump. And this primer, it's not the first time that I've tried it out. I've actually been using this for the past like 3 weeks to a month, and I've completely fallen in love with this primer. When I do run out, I think I will definitely repurchase this, and that's how you know I like a product, when I repurchase it. I think I will definitely repurchase this primer. As for the powder, I'm not sure if I'd repurchase it. I think I will just go back to my IT Cosmetics pressed powder, because that one seemed to deposit better than this one, but it still is pretty good. I just think that since they're both comparable in price, the IT Cosmetics brings more, and the IT Cosmetics I think is my favorite. I think I'll just stick to that one. I actually have the old compact. The IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. It brings 0.31 ounces, and this one brings 0.21 ounces. So that's something to think about as well, and I do recommend this one over this one just because of the price and performance. Like, they're both pretty good, but you get more product in the IT Cosmetics one. But at the end of the day, would I recommend this? Hell yeah. 100 times yes. This one, depending on your preference, but I definitely think I'll stick to the IT Cosmetics one. And that is all I have to say for y'all today. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you soon. I hope you consider subscribing. We're almost to 4,000. Let's get there. Bye-bye.